Welcome back to Wings of Liberty campaign. We picked the Nova side when we did the campaign because we needed the snipe ability against Kerrigan. So now we're going to cover the alternative, which is siding with Tosh, which is something I would have done if not for the snipe ability.
You should have told me what you were really planning, Tosh. But I'll take your word over Dominion assassins any day. We've come this far together. May as well see it through.
You've made a poor choice, Mr. Rayner.
I knew I could count on you, brother. Now let's go and bust open New Folsom. Uploading New Folsom data now. Feast your eyes on this, brother.
They're locked down tight. Nova must have tipped them off. We're gonna need an army to break into that place now.
Even an army couldn't get you in there. But one man, one Spectre in the right place, can find a way in.
Then our progress is all up to you, Tosh. I'll push my boys as hard as I can, but they're gonna need your help to gain ground.
Sure, you sit back this time. I'll take the lead and clear the way. Just keep sending troops to keep the pressure on, and I'll do the rest.
There are 2 cell blocks containing military prisoners outside the main compound. If we break those open, we could probably count on help from the inmates.
What else?
There's a Dominion base right by the main prison entrance. Take that out and the guards will retreat. The prisoners can handle it from there.
All right, Tosh. You ready for this?
I've been waiting a long time for this. I'm ready.
Success in this mission is largely based on the ramps that they placed, which is surprisingly favoring for someone who's attacking, or someone who has a lot of range and is cloaked. So I guess they made this place for Tosh to break open. Also, I highly doubt he's able to outperform an army.
With my cloaking abilities, I can take out all these guards. They'll never see me. I can use a psionic explosion to take out groups of Marines. A little trick I call Mind Blast. That turret across the bridge. It can see me and alert its allies if I get too close, even with my stealth.
I wonder how that thing can still see me, even though I'm cloaked.
Hang in there, Tosh. My boys are moving in to back you up.
So basically, your first target is always the detector, and then the siege tanks. You want to prioritize getting rid of the detectors over providing a gym support, because with the detectors gone, you should be able to provide even more support by attacking while they're busy doing something else. Okay, that was a waste of an ability, but whatever. Oh, it's not good. We need a little bit of support from Jim. That'll do. That'll do. Medic is asking for help from a medic. How typical. Get rid of their medic. That'll do. Now that we have our medic, we shouldn't have to worry too much about, well, just about anything. Get that shield up in here. Now with the detector gone, it's pretty easy. Okay, maybe we should have helped Jim a little bit. To dodge the EMP, all you have to do is skid up at the top, and the ghost over there should, well, miss the EMP.
When I need energy, I can use consumption to get more. I just steal a little life from an ally. The more life they have, the more energy. It don't hurt much. Let's do this.
Now, using your first ability on clumps of marines is good. Using it on detectors, well, it should prevent them from detecting for a while. Although I'm not actually sure of that anymore, considering how I stunned the turrets and they were still able to see me. Okay. And you get consumption after you trigger this ghost here. And of course, Jim's units are better at killing buildings than me, so... Oh, great. We need to get rid of these things. Maybe that was a preemptive mind blast. Probably could have saved that for later, but, you know. It's done. Let's go ahead and work on the tanks.
Our allies are being attacked.
Let's do this. What I wanna do.
Getting rid of the SCVs will also prevent repair from here, so that's good. Go ahead and get rid of that. Now, if something provides vision here, then you can't actually cloak, so it's a little bit, you know, annoying.
Good work, Tosh. We're pushing on toward the front line.
Good old Jim. Now, with the Missile Man tanking and my shield, I should be able to get rid of all of these. Oh, great. I lied. Cutting it a little close there. I think I got this. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Pop a shield. And now everything here should die. I think just get a little bit more health. Actually, you know what? Getting some mana would have been better. That'll allow me to work on that top part while I'm waiting. Although I also need some health for the top part, so I guess it could have waited, or I needed to have waited.
Tosh, you're nearing the first military cell block now. Releasing the prisoners might buy us some allies.
Gonna skittle on the top. Bait the good old Marauder, or actually not give a shit about the good old Marauder because he does no damage. Does 10 damage. Even less because, yep, being a hero, Tosh has some base armor. So Marauders aren't going to be doing shit to him, especially since the Marauders don't stim here.
Nice work, Tosh. Freeing those prisoners will really help us out.
Seems like Jimmy's putting in the work.
Maybe yes, maybe no. Let's
There we go, got rid of that. Get rid of the tank. Get rid of this here, a turret. Oh, can't hit the SCVs, unfortunately. I think they will keep sending SCVs even if you kill them. So there's really no point for a double Mind Blast. Even a single Mind Blast might not have been necessary. See, I'll start working on, I guess, the turret. Bunker. Okay, I gotta admit, the Mind Blast there was a little bit excessive. Or at least the double Mind Blast. Please, Diamondback, do not charge up that. Oh, there we go. The detector is gone, so we can start working on the tanks. We can start working on the bunkers. We can start working on the hero tanks. Can't work on that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Oh, there we go. More energy. Should probably try and get rid of this tank before anything else comes up. Go ahead and do that. Oh. And we were able to remove all the detection because Jim tanked and acted as a retard magnet. So this place was cleared pretty quickly, if I do say so myself. Getting rid of the reactor to prevent any quick production.
You're close to the second military cell block, Tosh. Feel like making some new friends?
Don't you worry about us, Tosh. We'll keep them busy while you free the prisoners. We're rolling now. Keep them busy while we establish our forward position.
Aren't you contradicting yourself, Jim? First he's like, oh, keep him busy, and then it's like, don't worry about us. Oh well. Oh well. Oh, great. Raven. Well, we have to wait a little bit for the Raven, I guess. We should be able to move into close range with the tank, so he won't be able to attack us. And apparently not unsieging. Only unsieging when it can detect us for some reason. It's like, oh, I'm being attacked for massive damage. It won't be a smart idea to unsiege and move the shit away.
We got a nuke ready for launch.
Don't you mean lots of nukes?
Just don't call the strike in too close.
Oh, there goes all the ghosts. It's unfortunate that the tank was not synced up.
Maybe no.
Go ahead and get that energy. Now, I don't like using the nuke over here. I like to use it on the add-on of the starports. It's very important to note that starports or any buildings do not get reconstructed in this game. If they did, then that would kind of be overpowered. Or at least it'll make the game take a lot longer. Can't take that down. Gotta wait for Jim again. Oh, there's the Raven. So, gotta wait for Jim again. Not too serious. Our main priority right now is to attack the tanks. I'm gonna stun the tank so I can't get a hit off. And then we are going to nuke this place. Oh, there goes all that. Now, this part has Reapers. I don't think the shield was necessary, but whatever. Don't think the Raven will actually show up either. Sometimes I like to use a nuke here, sometimes I don't. The key here is to get rid of this tech reactor so that they can't produce Ravens, because the Ravens do require that tech lab to be able to make anything. So I'll go ahead and get rid of the tank so Jim can make progress. Get rid of that, get rid of that, that, and here comes the Raven. Not really something I care much about. Now, I do like to nuke this one. And that's because if I nuke this one, then I get rid of the siege tank production as well. So I'll go ahead and nuke it here.
Let's do this.
That way there's no more siege tank production.
Our allies are
They'll also do some damage to the tech lab, which we can use. Just go ahead and do that. So now the siege tank production is gone, the Raven production is gone, so Tosh is pretty much untouchable at this point. Go ahead and do this. Keep the energy coming.
Let's just see about that.
Go ahead and kill the good old ghost. Well, I guess we'll have to do something about the Raven. Oh shit. I thought that Raven was pissed off at me for a second there. Is the Raven going to make an entrance? Yes. Oh, there goes your last Raven. Battlecruiser can survive too, can it? Oh. Alright, so now our priority becomes removing the production. The units are nice and all, but the units are, you know, they're not that important. Oh, let's go ahead and get rid of the tank as well. And that should be the last of the tanks. I'm gonna go ahead and refill my health. Get rid of the good old guys with guns. And I'm guessing the last nuke should be used over here. Oh, we picked up a siege tank too for our troubles. Well, there goes the guys with guns. That was the worst mind blast I have ever seen. Well, Jim's units should be able to handle it from here on out. I mean, all they have are Hellions, and while Jim does have a lot of Marines, he does also have medics and also the Marauders to tank for everything else. So given all of that, I feel like it shouldn't be too much to ask for him to, you know, kill everything. I'm still going to be working towards the detectors for now. I don't know why I want to kill that one. It's not like anything good can come out of this. Like this factory. Only Hellions, Vikings, worthless shit. I'll still will try to provide as much support as I can, I guess. But at this point, Jim's units are much better at breaking buildings than I am. Especially with the tanks around. Jim doesn't seem to understand that against structures where you can't use the splash damage, Siege Tank does more damage in tank mode. Oh well. Oh well.
You just unleashed a nightmare on all of us, Raynor. Heaven help you now.
And the walls come tumbling down. Be free, my brothers and sisters. Your new life awaits.
Now we get to see Tosh be a show-off and cloak on the Hyperion. Well, I guess his cloak takes no energy, so that's all good. But what a show-off, right? I know it's a cool animation with the hexagons and all, but jeez, what a show-off.
"50 years, and no one's ever escaped from New Folsom. But we broke it open in an afternoon.
I can hardly believe we pulled it off.
You guys did good. Now me and my Spectres will finish the job. We'll kill Minsk and burn his dominion to the ground.
Overthrowing Mengsk is just the start. This is about building a better tomorrow. Don't you see? We just released every scientist, philosopher, and free thinker that ever challenged Mengsk's rule. That was our real victory today.
You really that naive? Tomorrow there'll be a new Minsk, and another one after that. Your great shining dream of the future is just an illusion.
So if it's all so bleak, why are you here, Tosh? What do you get out of all this?
Same thing as you, brother. I don't quit till Minsk is dead.
Vengeance doesn't factor into this. Our revolution's about freedom.
You'll see that better future, Matt. But it ain't for the likes of us. I took a big chance with you and your Spectres, Tosh. I hope Nova wasn't right about you.
Don't go believing that little girl's lies. The Spectre procedure affects everyone differently. But we're all still human. It's our choice whether to become the Spectres. Not hers, not yours, and not Minsk's. Choice be the only true freedom anyone gets.
But can I trust him? Can I trust you?
Don't you worry, none. We'll fight for you right to the end. All my brothers and sisters, we owe you everything.
Breaking news. Reports coming in today suggest... What's that? We're going to Kate, but
The Dominion's highest value prisoners are loose tonight after a daring raid broke open New Folsom Prison. Dominion security forces are on high alert as some of the prisoners were former members of Project Shadowblade, which we've discovered to be a subversive offshoot of the Dominion's Ghost program. A number of political dissidents were also freed during the attack.
Do we know who did this, Kate? Was it Raynor's Raiders?
The evidence we have suggests it was, Donnie.
There you have it. Jim Raynor, making our world just a little more dangerous tonight. From the UNN studios on Core Hall, I'm Donnie Vermillion.
More dangerous for the real bad guys, Donnie. You should be worried. Thought you'd want to hear. Tosh is officially thrown in with our little revolution. He's gonna lend us his Spectres to help out.
You sure got a soft spot for wayward psychics, Jimmy. Setting those freaks loose ain't smart. Old Meg's got 'em locked up for a reason.
Mix locked them up because they were just weapons to him. They deserve a shot at living their lives outside a cage, just like anyone else.
Now, you get this thing here for doing the Tosh mission. You get something else for siding with Nova. I think it was the Tosh voodoo doll, which kind of doesn't make sense considering how Tosh was really far away, and he was still stabbing the doll in the cutscene, so it kind of makes you wonder how that got on your ship.
Most days, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Just chasing my damn tail.
No. We followed your lead from the start. It's your sense of justice that's kept us on this road.
Matt, my interest in justice burned out a long time ago. I've spent my whole life fighting. I've killed. I've ordered good men to their deaths. And for what? Finishing this thing with Minsk. It's all I have left. It's guys like you that'll build something better after all the smoke clears.
That's because you gave us something to believe in, sir. I'll never give up the fight. That's a promise.
That Tosh character gave me the data for building more Spectre gear. You sure we can trust that guy? I heard he was into brainwashing or something.
Tosh can only recruit volunteers to become Spectres. That's the deal. He works them hard so they won't go off the rails when they get their full Spectre powers. No brainwashing involved.
Good to know. Wouldn't want any of those freaks running loose causing trouble. Aside from Tosh, that is.
Now, the Spectres, they have standard marine guns in here for some reason. At least these look like standard marine guns. That might explain why they can't use snipe, but that also explains why we're not picking them in the main sort of playthrough. Now, the Spectres do get the same ability to have costless cloak like the ghosts, and their second ability is not a range boost, but is a channeled ability that does 200 damage to target units. Now, this might seem like a good idea against Kerrigan, except that Kerrigan's ability to basically, it's like an immortal shield, except it works against spell damage as well. It makes it not 200. It's the same reason why siege tanks don't record out fast, and how snipe doesn't record out fast either. I just feel like snipe is better because this channel, I think it draws the aggression of her storm. So that 2 seconds will probably get all your Spectres killed, whereas even if your ghosts take a storm, you can still sort of try to move them out. And with their high health pool, they should be able to survive one storm. There is a way to retard Magnet's Kerrigan's storms over by attacking her first with something, draw out the first storm, then start using her abilities. But I think this one actually draws over the storm, even if she already stormed somewhere else. So I'm not sure if that works. I just feel like snipe is much more reliable in terms of getting rid of Kerrigan, and also I guess getting rid of overlords. These guys don't have a snipe ability that does extra damage against all Zerg units, so they'll be relying on standard attacks against the massive overlords, or anything else that manages to get in your base.